Delmarva Almanac presents Arts and Times, the Eastern Shore's quarterly arts magazine and community calendar. For painter and tattoo artist Jamie Delzel, art has always been a part of his life.
My mom was an artist. She's a painter, she's a photographer, and drew a lot and stuff, so I grew up with all the tools to do it, and I think just through my personality I kind of wanted to draw and paint and stuff. But it's been since I don't remember how it really happened or where it started. It was really just, it's always been this way, you know. And I think one thing that happened, I did a painting when I was really young, and it was in an art show, and I got to see that little side of it, and that kind of, probably like my ego as a kid, I was like, wow, look at this recognition, this is cool, you know. And I think that kind of hooked me a bit. But I think I also always maybe just born with the propensity to just put my head down and draw and do stuff like that. So I think it's just always been what I wanted to do.
Jamie's tattoos can only be called fine body art. He does his best not to leave anything to chance in order to meet his clients' expectations. And unlike any other art form, the tattoo artist has a direct, personal, and physical relationship with the people who collect their work.
I think I really fell in love with tattooing, and not just the I think in so many ways that I wasn't expecting to. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta give the person what they want to have, but the collaboration is a lot greater than you might even expect. There's a point where I realize, or at least, the best I can, what I think the person wants to live with for the rest of their life. And then a lot of time I'll give my expert opinion of saying, well, this is a cool design, but it's not a cool tattoo design. It's not going to hold up over time. I feel that to me, almost they're all getting something different. They all have a different motive in a way, but it's so similar. Regardless, whether they're getting a memorial for someone who just passed away 4 days before, I mean, it's heavy, but for me to discount someone who's coming in and just getting a joke of a Mickey Mouse or something, it's still the same process. At the end of the day, they come through here, they sit in that chair. Like I said, they're sitting through the pain, and it becomes a bigger experience than whatever you're going into it as. But I'm sure there's tattoo artists out there who are kind of still want to own the thing. It walks out the door, you might not ever see it again. You might finish half of it because of the time only allots you to do that, and you never see the person again. And you have a half-finished product out there on display, everywhere to go. And so you get used to that. It's a natural breakdown process. The thing is going to change over time. It's going to get uglier. It's just the nature of it. I think it's a good lesson in life in general, though, too, to see these things kind of decay and change on you. And, you kind of want things to stay pretty and nice, but it's just not life.
Jamie's paintings have a graphic feel, which has been influenced not only by tattooing, but by the subtle shading techniques of Asian art. Ultimately, drawing is always at the heart of what he does.
No matter what the scale or the size, it all starts with the pencil and the paper. And to me, that part is the purest sort of flowing creativity part. And then I think through training myself to do things, then I think it sort of starts with a real right brain process, and then slowly becomes more and more left brain process, where then I become mechanical and methodical, and then to finish the image and get it the way I want. Every single thing basically starts with a red pencil. I do a sketch with a red pencil. I go over it one time with a black pencil. Then I'll take a piece of tracing paper, then I do one finished drawing with that. Then I transfer it to whether it's a canvas or to paper or whatever. But it just slowly goes from that looser to tight. The products become maybe even anticlimactic for me, because then once the thing is done, it's kind of like, okay, everyone can look at it now and look at this, but the part for me is when it's just flowing out, and that's usually with just pencil and paper, and to me that's just been the real raw creative part.
A longtime skateboarder and surfer, Jamie finds creative inspiration in the practice and dedication these sports require. Practice not only makes for a better product, it releases the artist from the constraints of time.
I think for me, a lot of the things growing up skateboarding and stuff, and just looking at skateboard art and these logos, and just the time that I grew up and the times that influenced me, whether it was CD covers and these things, it's inevitable that it's coming out in what I do. It's so similar to me. say when I was a kid, if I was learning a trick, it was me by myself usually. Well, with other people for, you know, but there was certainly times when it's me by myself with a curb, just trying to figure something out. And it's kind of, it's so similar to what I'm doing now. Like, I could sit down now and I could draw a rose and someone's like, wow, you know, you have this talent. And then to me, I'm not a big believer. I'm like, talent, look at, I have stacks of these. I've drawn 5,000 roses. I mean, thousands and thousands, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like someone who's gotten good at skateboarding. You didn't do it without falling on the ground a million times, without hurting with, you know, this labor of like, I'll try it again, I'll try it again, I'll try it again, I'll try it again. And that's like that's the gift I think I have in life, is I can sit there and do it over and over and over and over, and the roses and roses and roses and roses, and then it's like, okay, I can do a row, you know what I mean? And I think that the skateboarding really had a lot to do with just that persistence, and that, I don't even know if I'd call it persistence, because it's not so much, at least personally, it wasn't motivated by the end product always. That journey to it is really, and I found that the same with the artwork and stuff, you know. It's not, it's the process is the gift, is the gift we have as artists. I mean, personally to me.
Jamie has just released a limited edition surfing print called Inlet Lefts. This and his other work can be seen at the Independent Tattoo Studio and their website. This publication is funded by Worcester County Tourism. Visit the beach and beyond. Thank you for watching this presentation. This has been a Moonshell production.